What will AI actually look like in 2026? Not in theory, not in demos, but in your daily life. Because the biggest shift isn't that AI gets smarter, it's that you stop noticing it entirely. Here are the 15 major changes AI is heading toward by 2026, and once you see them, you'll understand why everything is about to feel different. 1. AI fades into the background. Today, you still use AI. You open it, you prompt it, you think about it. There's a clear moment where you decide, I'm using AI now. That model is already starting to break. AI is moving out of the interface and into the systems around you. Scheduling meetings before you ask. Filtering information before you see it. Prioritizing tasks before you even decide what matters. It stops waiting for instructions and starts anticipating them. By 2026, the best AI won't feel like something separate from your workflow. It won't interrupt you. It won't ask for attention. The most powerful AI won't feel impressive. It will feel invisible. 2. Interfaces start disappearing. Most software today is built on buttons and menus, dashboards, tabs, settings layers you have to navigate just to get something done. That's not how humans naturally think. AI changes that. Instead of learning how a system works, you simply describe what you want. Write this, schedule that, analyze this data. The system figures out the steps. It decides which tools to use, which actions to take, and in what order. The complexity doesn't disappear. It just moves out of your way. By 2026, you won't click through workflows. You won't move between apps. You'll express intent, and the system will handle everything in between. 3. AI starts remembering you. Right now, most systems forget everything between sessions. Every interaction starts from zero. That's changing. AI is beginning to retain context over time, not just what you say, but how you say it, how you think, how you work, what you prefer, how detailed you like things, what you tend to focus on. Not in an obvious way, in a gradual, layered one. Each interaction adds a little more context, until the system stops feeling generic and starts feeling familiar. By 2026, AI won't just respond correctly. It will respond in a way that feels tailored to you. 4. AI becomes an operating layer. Right now, getting anything done means jumping between apps. Email, documents, calendars, dashboards, each one separate. You manage the process. You move information from one place to another. AI changes that. Instead of opening multiple tools, AI connects them for you. It pulls information where it's needed and sends it where it should go. Emails, documents, calendars, data all coordinated behind the scenes. You don't have to think about which app to use or what step comes next. The system handles that. By 2026, you stop managing tools. You start managing outcomes. You focus on what needs to be done. And the system takes care of everything in between. 5. AI systems act, not just respond. Up until now, AI has mostly been reactive. You ask, it answers. You prompt, it responds. The real leap isn't intelligence, it's autonomy. AI is starting to move beyond single responses and into full sequences of action. It can plan what needs to be done, execute the steps, monitor progress, and adjust when something changes, all within boundaries you define. You don't guide every step, you define the goal, and the system figures out how to get there. By 2026, AI won't wait for instructions. It will carry tasks forward continuously, quietly, and on its own. 6. Work starts restructuring quietly. There's a common assumption that AI suddenly removes jobs. That's not how change usually happens. What shifts first are the tasks inside the job. Repetitive work begins to fade, the parts that follow clear rules, patterns, and steps. What grows instead is decision-making, judgment, oversight, coordination. The work doesn't disappear, it reorganizes. People spend less time executing every step, and more time deciding what matters, what doesn't, and what to trust. By 2026, many roles still exist, but the way people operate within them looks completely different. 7. AI feels more like a teammate. As systems gain memory and autonomy, the relationship starts to shift. AI is no longer just something you use when you need help. It becomes something that stays involved. It tracks progress over time, flags issues before they become problems, follows up without being asked. Not in a human way, but in a consistent, reliable one. You don't have to restart context. You don't have to repeat yourself. The system already knows what you're working toward. It stops feeling like a tool you operate and starts feeling like something you work with. By 2026, this kind of collaboration becomes normal. 8. Content stops being reliable by default. AI-generated images, voices, and video are already becoming difficult to distinguish from real content, and the gap is closing fast. What once looked artificial now looks completely convincing. By 2026, this isn't impressive anymore, it's normal, which changes the way people evaluate what they see. The question is no longer, is this real? Because more often than not, you won't be able to tell. The real question becomes, can this be verified? Where did it come from? Can it be traced? Can it be trusted? In a world where content is easy to generate, trust becomes the scarce resource, and that makes it more valuable than the content itself. 9. Regulation becomes built in. As AI scales, so do the risks. More decisions, more automation, more impact on areas that actually matter, which means oversight can't stay optional. What used to be guidelines starts turning into requirements. Transparency about how systems work, accountability for what they produce, safety measures that limit harm before it happens, not added later, designed in from the start. By 2026, these aren't extra features, they're part of the system itself, especially anywhere decisions affect money, health, or public trust. 10. AI becomes location-dependent. AI won't evolve the same way everywhere. It's shaped by where it's built, by infrastructure, regulation, culture, and access to data. Some regions prioritize speed and innovation, others focus on safety and compliance. Some invest heavily in compute and data centers, others control how systems can be deployed. All of these choices shape what AI can do and how it's used. By 2026, AI isn't just one global system, it starts to fragment. Different capabilities, different rules, different experiences depending on where you are. AI doesn't just become powerful, it becomes regional. 11. Energy becomes the hidden bottleneck. AI runs on power, a lot of it. Behind every system is a constant demand for electricity to train models, run them at scale, and keep them cool. This isn't just a software challenge, it's an infrastructure one. That's why companies are investing in better chips, cooling systems, and new energy sources. By 2026, some of the biggest breakthroughs won't come from code, they'll come from what powers it. 12. AI blends into human communication. AI no longer just reads text, it sees, hears, and understands across formats. Voice, video, images processed together, not separately, which matters, because that's how humans communicate. We talk, we show things, we gesture, we switch between formats naturally. AI is starting to adapt to that. You don't have to translate your thoughts into prompts. You can just speak, point, or share, and the system understands. By 2026, interacting with AI feels less technical. You don't adapt to AI. AI adapts to you. 13. Creativity becomes collaboration. AI doesn't replace creativity, it changes how it happens. Instead of starting from nothing, you start with possibilities. Ideas generate faster. Variations appear instantly. Concepts can be explored in minutes instead of days. The process becomes less about producing every detail, and more about shaping, selecting, and refining. You guide the direction. The system accelerates the execution. By 2026, the skill isn't just creating, it's deciding what's worth creating. 14. Healthcare becomes continuously assisted. AI doesn't replace creativity, it changes how it happens. Instead of starting from nothing, you start with possibilities. Ideas generate faster, variations appear instantly, concepts can be explored in minutes instead of days. The process becomes less about producing every detail, and more about shaping, selecting, and refining. You guide the direction. The system accelerates the execution. By 2026, the skill isn't just creating, it's deciding what's worth creating. 15. The real shift is autonomy. All of this leads to one core change. AI in 2026 isn't defined by being smarter, it's defined by doing more on its own. Systems that don't just respond but move things forward, within boundaries set by people. That's what reshapes work. That's what changes daily life. That's what makes AI feel different, because once systems stop waiting for instructions, everything around them starts to change. Not suddenly, but quietly. And by the time you notice it, it's already normal. If you made it this far, let me know what you think. And if you want more breakdowns like this on where AI is really heading, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And if you want to understand what happens after 2026,